Hello, hello. So there's actually a pretty simple reason why your account is stuck under 1000 followers. And no, it's not because you're shadow banned or Instagram hates you. It's because your content isn't that good. Yet. You need to realize social media is a skill that involves a lot of different skills like writing, filming, editing, communication, marketing, and just a lot of different skills. But I'm not going to overwhelm you with all the little skills that you have to have. But I just want to point out that growing on Instagram is more than just putting a viral sound on a video and putting some hashtags on it and then posting it at the right time, hoping that it will pop off because of that. It's more than that. There is a way to actually create good content, and that's what I want to teach you in this video. And my goal is to explain that in the most non-BS way that I can, based on what worked for me when I grew my old account from 600 to 70k followers last year. And yeah, let's go. First thing we need to do, figure out who you want to create content for. If you're not sure about how to do this, you can check out my free Instagram growth guide, because in there you'll find a page where you can create your ideal viewer persona super easily. Just answer a few questions and then use a ChatGPT prompt that will give you your ideal viewer persona. So go do that. Now moving on. So now that you know who you want to create content for, you need to provide value in your content. How do we do this? There are 3 ways. You either inspire, entertain, or educate the viewer. Let's say your niche is guitar playing. You play the guitar and you have done that for like 3 years. You're super good. Let's go. Then obviously you can inspire the viewer by showing how bad you were at the beginning to give them some sort of hope, like, oh my god, I can be as good as you one day. And you can educate the viewer by obviously sharing tips and knowledge that you have learned from learning how to play the guitar for 3 years. But what if you're bad at guitar and you're just starting out and you want to get good? Same thing applies. You can start and inspire the viewer by documenting your journey of becoming good at guitar, and when you learn something on the guitar, you can teach that you can teach what you learned to someone just one step behind you. And this applies in any niche. Literally, you can inspire someone by just documenting your journey, and you can teach something as long as you're just one step ahead of the viewer. So that's it. That's how you make your content valuable. So it doesn't matter how much you know or where you are in your journey, as long as you're one step ahead of the viewer, you have something you can teach and inspire them with. And the third thing I said was entertainment. Obviously all content needs to be entertaining in some way, since people go on Instagram to be entertained. And to do that, we want to create some good content by using good editing and stuff like that, and I will show you that later in this video. But next thing we need to do, finding some content ideas. We're going to do this in the most brain rot way we can. We're just going to doom scroll. Hear me out. So we all doom scroll sometimes. Why not make it productive? So when you're doom scrolling on Instagram, you scroll, and then you come across a video that has a style and an idea that you feel like, oh shit, I could do this. Then you save that, and you don't save that with all your other cat videos and funny memes. You save that in a folder on Instagram called Content Inspiration or something, or Content Ideas. And to get more of those ideas, you can just go and search for hashtags in your niche, and you just look at good performing posts in your niche, and then save that to the Content Inspiration tab. So then, when you want some inspiration or an idea, you can go into that folder you have on Instagram and you can get some inspiration and some ideas, instead of coming up with everything on your own, because there's no need in reinventing the wheel when there are a bunch of perfectly fine wheels already out there. You just have to take one and take some inspiration from it. Don't copy anyone, obviously. Take inspiration. The third thing, recording better videos. How do we do that? So here are the basics. A strong hook, which are the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video. Real value, simple yet effective editing, and good audio quality. Let's start with hooks. A hook is something that stops the viewer from scrolling. And there are things like visual hooks, like showing something eye-catching right away. And there are verbal hooks, like diving straight into a story, where you either say something that shocks the viewer or in some way just stops them from scrolling. For example, I guess you have seen videos like this. These are the 3 best ab exercises that you can do to get a 6-pack. Or these 5 things are the reasons why you're killing your gains. Or something like that. But what I've seen works best now is storytelling hooks. So basically just jump into a story. So instead of saying these are the 3 best ab exercises, instead you could say something like, 2 years ago I wanted to get a six-pack before summer because I was sick of being skinny fat, but I had no idea how to do it. But using these free exercises, I went from this to this in just 2 months. See how that's more relatable, sparks more of an emotion in you? That's just what I've seen works quite well right now. A lot of people use storytelling hooks. I feel like people just resonate better with stories than just a list of tips. Let's now jump into the last thing of this video editing. So I won't teach you the craziest editing tips to create the most amazing videos, because you don't need to do that in order to create a viral reel or just creating good content. But there are a few things that I do, some techniques / rules that I use when editing my videos. And they are cutting out all silence, using B-roll and jump cuts, using captions, and the 2-second rule. So how do we put all this together in a video? Well, you write your script and make the hook so fucking good. Then you record yourself talking to the camera. Then instead of just talking about something, we want to show what we're talking about. Show, don't just tell. And it's so simple. Just cut out all the silence in your video. You basically want to be talking over yourself. Use B-roll and jump cuts. Just clips of you doing something or something related to the story that you're talking about. It doesn't even have to be related, just something for the viewer to look at, but preferably something that resonates with the story. And use jump cuts. That basically just is cutting out the boring parts of the clips that you use, so something is constantly happening in the clips. So like this, for example. Blah blah blah. You see, I was moving, doing something constantly because I used jump cuts. And then just put some simple captions on it. But make sure that they're somewhere close to the middle or a little bit lower than middle of the video, to not have it blocked by any of the like, comment or share icons or the description of the video, so you can actually read the captions. And that's it. And now it's just all about taking action on the things that I've taught you in this video. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Even if you just take something from this video and improve your next piece of content just 1%, then that's improvement. That's all we want. We just want to get slightly better with each time we post. It doesn't have to be perfect. You'll learn more by doing your best and creating a video and posting that turns out like shit, than not doing a video at all because we're scared it's going to turn out like shit because it can't be perfect. So yeah, just put out that shit video and make it a little less shit next time you post. That's all you have to do. And that's it for this video. And if you want to get my free Instagram growth guide and learn how to get your first 1,000 followers on Instagram, then you can check that out in the description. And if you're serious about growing on Instagram and monetizing your account, then you can check out the early bird offer for the 0 to 10k club, which is my private community that will teach you exactly how to grow to your first 10k followers and make your first $100 or more from your Instagram account, even if you have no experience. All you need is the want to create content and some way of actually creating content, like a phone or something. And like I said, it's an early bird offer, so it's a huge discount and it's limited to just 10 people. So check that out if you're interested and want my help to grow your Instagram account and monetize it. And that's it. Goodbye.